Hello. Happy Sunday. How is everyone? What are you guys doing? Watching football, right? That's what I'm assuming because that's what we have in front of us today. So, how is everyone? How was your weekend? A lot of Christmas stuff going on, I know, around town in Salado, Christmas parades everywhere. Did you guys go to Ani? I didn't. I was in Houston with Zaina yesterday. So, but I'm here today. So again, happy Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. And tonight it's gonna be a very easy dish. It's not Middle Eastern. It's more wannabe Middle Eastern. It is a spaghetti, but the way I make it, it's a little bit different. And the presentation of it, actually, it's really nice. And I think it's very inviting. So I already have on the stove, I have the water boiling for the spaghetti. And usually I use angel hair pasta, but I didn't have any. So I have the thin spaghetti. So either use angel hair or thin spaghetti. Don't use the spaghetti because it's a little too thick. We want them to look what our goal from this is they are gonna look like little nests, and then the meat sauce is gonna be inside. So that's why we need the thinner pasta. So either angel hair or very thin spaghetti. So I have 14 cups of water boiling. I'm gonna add some salt, and I'm also gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil. I know this sounds crazy to add oil and water while it's hot, but since it's the water that's boiling, I'm gonna add the oil to it now. So if something happens, it will be live here on Facebook, so a little more entertainment, right? So let me get that started, and while the spaghetti is getting ready, I'm gonna show you how to make the meat sauce, and we'll put it together. This shouldn't take more than 30 minutes, and we should have dinner. Hi, who do we have here? Tina, how is everyone? Okay, so like I said, the water is boiling. I reduced the heat, and I'm gonna add to it about, so this is vegetable oil. I'm gonna add about 1/8 of a cup. Actually, you can do a little bit more. There you go. So close to a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. This is something that I learned from my mom, my grandma. They used to put oil in the water for the spaghetti, so supposedly it doesn't stick. Maybe somebody else does it the same way. You know, a lot of our cooking, our ways of cooking is actually passed down. So who do we have here? Hi Mona, how are you? Will you adopt me? Would I adopt you? I mean, do you want me to adopt you? Why don't you adopt me and that way I'll cook for you? Well, I'll think about that, okay? I think I have enough kids and mouths to feed and worry about, but okay, if it's just for dinner and just for food, yeah, I'll adopt you. Love you guys. So I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of salt. Actually, see, the salt is what made it go mad. So there you go. So I added salt. I use kosher salt in my cooking. So I have it here. I'm not using the big box now. I emptied it here. Okay, so I have that going, and I'm gonna add the spaghetti. Now here's the thing, don't cut it or anything, and this is a generic brand. I don't know, why did we buy this? Sam bought it. And that's what I found in my pantry, so, but it's just a generic brand. So we're not gonna break them. I know when we were little, I don't know why, I used to see my mom and like my aunts, they would break the spaghetti in half. So I guess it was easier for us to eat it with the fork. But we're not gonna do that. Actually, we're gonna need the whole length. Oh, look at me breaking them. We're gonna need the whole length so that way we're able to make them in nests. So here we go. And of course, be careful, don't burn yourself with hot water, because definitely it hurts. I've done it before and it's not fun. Okay, so here we go. We have it. I'm gonna wait for it to boil a little bit, and then I'm gonna reduce it to medium-high. I'm looking for something that I don't see in my tools. this one here. Okay, so I have that going. Okay, everything is immersed now. And I'm just waiting for it to start bubbling a little bit more. And I don't know about you guys if you do the same thing, but I come in every few minutes and I kind of like toss them around so they don't stick together. So hold them up and let them go. Okay. So they're boiling. Nice. So this is gonna be about like maybe 8 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. You don't want it to be too hard or too mushy. So there we go. I reduced the heat to medium high and I'm gonna start working on the sauce or the filling of my nests. So I have half. You guys are watching it for me? There you go. Okay, good. I have half a medium onion. We don't need a whole lot, just a half, and I'm gonna chop it really, really thin. And we're gonna put it in the pan with some olive oil. I'm gonna saute it and then add, I have 1 pound of ground beef, and it's up to you if you don't wanna use beef, you wanna use turkey instead, you can definitely do that. I think by now you guys can tell that I do like red meat. I like my beef. So if it's up to me, I will cook beef every day, which I know some of you may be like, no, you're not supposed to do that. Well, I'm bad. So here we go, very, very thin. As you see, they're very, very thin. So you saw me what I did. I went one way, which it will be, what's it, horizontally, and then I go vertically. But keep it very, very close to each other. So that way they are really, really tiny. Especially for those of you who don't like onions or like the crunch of the onion, or kids. I know kids are very, very picky about onions. That's why I do them really, really small. Here you go. So we have that. I'm gonna put the pan. Oh, this is boiling really, really good. I'm gonna reduce the heat a little bit more. Yeah, it's looking nice. Okay, so over here, we're gonna add olive oil. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Can everybody hear okay? I know I'm going all the way over there, but if you cannot hear me, let me know. So I have that. I'm gonna wait for it to heat up a little bit. And we're gonna add our chopped onion. So remember, it's one half of a medium onion. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add like 1 clove of garlic to it. Garlic always makes a dish taste better. Yes, you can hear me good? Okay, awesome. So I'll take the camera over there to show you guys how it's looking. But right now, there's not much interesting stuff going on over there. So 1 clove of garlic. And I'm gonna mince it. I'm gonna chop it really, really small. You can definitely squeeze it, but if you're gonna fry it in the oil, if you squeeze it, then it burns too fast. So that's why I like to chop it. And it's really, really, really small. You see how small that is? It's really small. Okay, there we have it. So 1 clove of garlic, half a medium onion, very thinly chopped. Can I throw my half here? So before this, my husband and I were working on, I guess he's been wanting me to make these meat pies, and we made them right before we started our live video. So remember the cheese pies that we did about 2 weeks ago with the tabbouleh? Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. I love you guys too. So remember how I made the cheese pies from the little rolls, the little yeast rolls? These here? Well, we made more today just because it's Sunday and we're just sitting in the house. So again, it's those rolls, we flatten them with this and then we use the queso fresco and a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and black sesame. And he did really good. Look at him. He's the one who made them all. They're almost the same size, so I'm proud of him. Okay, so there you go. And we also made some of them with meat. And he said that they're really, really good. Approve it? Are they good? Oh, yeah. Yes? So, and these here are ground beef and onion and tomato and a little bit of sesame paste. So I saute them, and then we use the same rolls, and we made these. So maybe this can be another dish we can do another day. But yeah, we've been eating all day. We had brunch this morning, and now we made these for dinner, and I'm making the spaghetti. So by the end of the year, you guys are gonna see me a little plump. Okay, so this here, I believe they're done now. Let's try them. No, they need a little bit more. Do you guys try the spaghetti to make sure it's done like me? They need more time. No, they need at least 3 more minutes. So, here I have the onion with the garlic. I'm gonna add the beef. So we have 1 pound of beef. Wow, Samir, you got it really, really fatty this time. He got me the 75% lean and 25% fat, so it's gonna be fatty. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add spices, but they're not gonna be the Italian spices. They're gonna be Lily's spices, and I bet a lot of you know what that means, right? We're talking about cinnamon, ground allspice, nutmeg, a little bit of ginger, salt and pepper. Oh, I forgot 2 more. Hold on. We also have, oh, please don't tell me I'm out. We have onion powder and we have garlic powder. So I will tell you guys how much of each. So all what I'm doing is just breaking them down, because I like the beef to be minced, like to be thin. I don't like big chunks of beef in it. So I don't know if I showed you guys before, I use a potato masher. Oh, the knife. Okay, I'm gonna read those in a little bit. Hold on. So see what I do? I'm mincing it with the potato masher. Is that what it's called? I don't know, this machine here. So I'm gonna do that to make sure we don't have big chunks of beef. There you go. I'm gonna return it. Samir. There you go. And just check on the pasta one more time. Couple more minutes. Okay, so for the spices that we're gonna use, let me check on this. They're looking good. Okay, let me get the strainer ready because we are gonna strain the spaghetti. Oh, thank you so much, Troy. I'm reading them from this side, actually. Can you use ground lamb instead? Yes, you can use ground lamb instead. The only thing, remember, with lamb, it's a very, very strong flavor. So make sure that you like lamb, because if you, why cinnamon? I don't know, Vincent. I like to use cinnamon, especially with red meat. It just brings the flavor of the red meat. So, and it's something that I've been used to using since I was little. So what I was saying about the lamb, if you know yourself that you like lamb, go ahead and use it. Because it does have a strong flavor, and lamb is kind of like, it has, I think you guys say gamey, that gamey flavor. So you definitely have to make sure you have enough spices in it. Other than that, it can be a little interesting. And about cinnamon, I guess it's part of our cuisine, our Middle Eastern cuisine, or the Arab cuisine, is that we use a lot of spices, and one key one is cinnamon. We also use a lot of the ground nutmeg, especially with red meat, beef, lamb. We definitely use this a lot. And ginger, I just use a little bit just for flavor. But ginger, we use it a lot with poultry. So that's, I guess it's a way of cooking that we're used to, but it doesn't mean that you have to do it. But like I said, this is how I do it, and I show you guys the way we cook in my house. And hopefully you guys like the recipe so far. And I always take, if you guys wanna tell me, hey, no, you know, I added this to it and I didn't like it, let me know. I want to see how you guys made it too. So this one here is browning. I'm gonna wait for it to brown a little bit more, and then I will add the spices to it. Yep, this is ready. This is almost ready. The spaghetti is ready. So I'm gonna go and drain it, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do with it after I drain it. We're not just gonna keep it like that. We're gonna add some stuff to it to add, so for us to make the nest, the spaghetti nests that I told you at the beginning. So be right back. The spaghetti is drained, and I'm going to tell you guys what I do to it. So I don't only drain the spaghetti. So here I have it. I drain it and I add cold water to it to make it cool down and stop cooking. So I have that, and I'm gonna move it to another bowl, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so this here, next, this is brown, see that? So the beef is all brown. I'm gonna add the spices to it. So we have, of course, salt. Let's do half a teaspoon of salt. Cinnamon, we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Nutmeg, we're gonna do just about 1/8. The same with the ginger, 1/8. And this is ground allspice. So this one we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, so again, nutmeg, just 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon of the ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of the ground allspice, and about 1/2 teaspoon of the cinnamon, ground cinnamon. We are also gonna do some garlic powder, onion powder. Let's do a 1/2 teaspoon. And garlic powder, we're gonna do 1/4 of a teaspoon. Remember, garlic, it is strong, and if you don't like garlic, you don't have to add it, but I do add it in my cooking, especially when it's meat. So there you go. Now I need pepper, just fresh cracked pepper. I'm just gonna do a couple. Wow, that's more than a couple, because it's almost empty. Okay, so this smells so good. Okay, so there you go. So now we're gonna add the tomato sauce to it. If you're one of those who like to make your own tomato sauce, go ahead and do it. What I do is when I don't have tomato sauce, ready tomato sauce, I use fresh tomatoes and I put them in the, what do you call it? I chop it down, or a blender, in a blender. I blend it down. That's what it is. It needs a little more spices. Just gonna add a tiny bit more of everything. I just added a little more of the cinnamon and the ground allspice and a little bit more salt. Okay, so tomato sauce, you can use the ready tomato sauce. Like I said, if you want to make your own, go ahead and do it. Definitely you'll have to let it boil a little longer so it gets thick. So this one here is the 8 ounce. I might need 2 of them. Let me add the first one and see, because we don't want it to be very runny. It's more like a thick meat sauce that we're making. So let's see, this is one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add the second one. So we are gonna be needing 16 ounces of tomato sauce. So either 2 small cans or the bigger can. And if you're making your own, then make sure that you have what equals to 16 ounces of tomato sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. And we're gonna let it cook down for a little bit. Let me show you what it looks like so far. Can you see it? We're gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes. I would say 5 minutes. It doesn't need a whole lot. It's gonna be a medium high. Yes. Okay, so let me show you what I'm gonna do with this. I told you that the spaghetti, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So here is the spaghetti that's already, and it's the thin spaghetti. And and like I said, I do prefer to use angel hair because it makes the nests look prettier. So it's already cooked and it's cooled down. Here we go. So to this is what we're gonna add. We are gonna add olive oil. Let me tell you how much. The thing is, it's kind of hard trying to get used to measuring, because I just look at it and I do it. So this is 1/8 of a cup of olive oil and a dash. There you go. Okay, and then we have, I know some of you are gonna be like, what is she doing? Well, let me tell you what I'm doing. We don't want the spaghetti to just look just plain and kind of like it needs, like it's just pale, it's too pale. So for that, to fix that, Lily is gonna add some tomato paste to it, and we're gonna mix it in. If you don't want to use tomato paste, you can definitely use canned tomato sauce. I'm gonna use paste to show you how it looks. So let's put, let me see, how much is this? This is half, this is 1, half, and 2. So 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and we're gonna mix it in. If we need a little bit more, we can add more. Let me wash my hands. Is there any comments that I need to answer? Okay, so we have the sauce going in here, the tomato sauce, the meat sauce with the tomato. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna mix it in. And actually what we're gonna do is, the way I do it is, I try to make sure that it goes all over. So I'm kind of like massaging it, like I'm giving it a massage. See? So now look, it has some color. It's not pale and boring. Look at that. Pretty. Hold on, it's not mixed in well. Who's sending me hearts? Oh, Samir. He's sitting over there sending me hearts. Thank you, honey. Come here. Do you want to help? Samir. He's ignoring me. He's sitting like right across from here. You don't want to help? No? He said, okay, no problem. He helped enough for today. He's a good helper when he wants to. When he doesn't want to, nah. He's just not gonna do it. Okay, so look at this. Pretty, huh? Okay, so here comes now, we're gonna make the nests. So, well, actually, I need your help, Samir. I need you to spray the pan for me. Let's see if he's gonna come and help me. He doesn't wanna help me. Samir! Nope. Let me go wash my hands. Get to work, Samir. You support me. You're not supporting me. You're supposed to come and spray the thing for me. I'll be back. You don't want to help me? Okay. You're not eating it. Okay, he got up, but that doesn't mean he's going to come and help me. We'll see. Okay, so let me check on the meat sauce. This is looking good and smelling delicious. You wanna come and taste the sauce for me? No? Okay. Okay, so baking pan. Non-stick spray. We spray it and we get to work. So you're gonna use your hands, that's for sure. So I get about a handful of the spaghetti, and then I kind of like try to make them all one length. And look what I'm doing here. Start from this side, and I'm twisting my hand and twisting the spaghetti with it. See that? So they are a little slippery. Let me try again. And see, that's why I told you that I like the angel hair more, because actually, since they're so thin, they actually stick together better. So we'll make it work. So thin spaghetti, nest. I'll show you how it looks in a second. So that's my first one. It's not the prettiest. We'll make it prettier. So again, so I'm twisting around my fingers to make it look like a nest. You guys see that? Okay. I'm gonna do a couple more, and they should look better and better as we go. And if we need to repeat them before we put the meat sauce in it, why not? It's okay. So again, start here and twist. There we go. It's starting to look better. Okay, one more. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? I'm twisting and turning the spaghetti around my fingers to make a little nest. Okay. And if you see, look, I tried to straighten it, make it all long, so I can grab the end of it, and it makes it easier to twist. And then if you need to add more, you can definitely add more. So it's about a handful, so that way they're not huge. You don't want them to be too big too, because then they're not cute. Okay, and then more. You see? So twist and turn, twist and turn. It's not a dance, it's a spaghetti thing. So there you go. And actually it can fit 2 more. So this should make you a good, let me see, that should make you about 16. No, it makes you about 12 good size nests. So 12 servings. And this was just 1 pack of spaghetti. I will tell you what size it was in a second. So there you go. So we have them in the pan. I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna do enough to fill the pan so you see the final product. So after we do this and we fill them, I am gonna bake them. As you see, as you know by now, I like to bake. So anything that I can stick in the oven, I stick it in the oven. So here, after we add the filling, the meat sauce, we're gonna add a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top, and we are gonna just stick it in the oven on bake or convection bake for about, at the most, 10 minutes. You don't even need 10 minutes. You just need the cheese to melt on it. And it's ready to eat actually after that. So I'm redoing 2 of those nests, the first ones, because they were not perfect. Which of course they're not gonna be perfect, but I mean, they were not pretty. So I always say, right, you eat with your eyes first. So it has to look good before you even dig in it. Here we go. We have our nests ready. Hi, Zaina. Zaina, you wanna see Zaina, my helper? No. Come say hi.
I looked at.
She's still in her pajamas. Haha. I'm gonna wash my hands and come back. Just say hi, just speak and say hi to everyone and go back.
Hi.
This boy.
What kind of cheese is this?
What? That's queso fresco. Don't smell them
Why
like
does
that.
it look yellow?
It looks yellow because it was baked. Okay, so here you go. We have our nests in the pan, and we are gonna add. So these are the empty nests, and then we are gonna add the sauce inside. It's gonna be right in the middle of each nest. So let me check on this. I believe it's done. Yep, this is done. Oh, it's boiling. It is hot, y'all.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. What? You took the whole spaghetti bowl? Come back here. She stole my spaghetti bowl.
Aren't you tired of hearing me sing?
No, I'm not tired of hearing you sing. Come on, sing. You'll be my background song, music. Yeah, so yesterday I took her to Houston, and she went for the open cast of, she tried out for America's Got Talent, and for her luck, she was the first one in her group to go up and sing to the judge. I believe she did really good. Of course, I'm not the judge who judges that, but you know, your child always does the best. And she was a little nervous, yes, it's the first time, but she was the youngest of her group. So we'll see. Hopefully they liked it. And if they did, we should hear back from them in 2 to 3 weeks in an email. So you guys pray for her that she makes it, because she likes to sing. She's just shy. And this is her number. Look at her ticket. See? Isn't that exciting? She has her American Got Talent, America's Got Talent ticket. So she's so happy. She's gonna put it in her, it's in her bedroom, and it's like, oh my gosh. These are perfect. So now, we are, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit. I feel like it needs a little bit of something. So I'm gonna add a little bit of basil leaves, dried basil leaves. Let me add about, what is it? I don't have an open one. Let's just add a small dash. This is new, sorry. So dried basil leaves. So we're doing just a little bit, like about, I think that was like about maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. It wasn't a whole lot. Mix it in. Sounds really good. Okay, so here we go. So you're gonna get the sauce. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Sauce, middle. So we start with 1 tablespoon, and then we go around, and then we add more as needed. And of course, you can always add more, you can add less. It's up to you, but I make sure that there is enough. So when you cut it, you have enough, like almost in each bite. Unless if you guys don't like a whole lot of meat in your plate, you like more of the noodles, then do less of the filling. So this is, I'm going around with my second. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons, and they are full in each nest. Here you go. Oops. No, Lily. There you go. Okay. Here you go. Okay, another thing that you can do if you don't like cheese, or if you're watching your cheese intake, or you're allergic to cheese, or whatever it is, you don't have to add cheese, because this here is enough. But what you can do is to add also some flavor to it. And I think by now you also got used to me using this a lot, is a little bit of pine nuts. You can use toasted pine nuts, and just add just a couple seeds. These are, I believe I showed you before how I do it. It's just the pine nuts that I put in a pan with some oil, with vegetable oil, and you just cook them until they get golden. So you can add some to that, and I'll show you how pretty that looks. And it definitely adds flavor to it. It adds that nutty flavor. Unless if you're allergic to it, then don't do it. So I'm gonna do half of them with that, and the other half I'm just gonna put cheese on them, so you kind of see the variation of how you can do it. This is just mozzarella cheese, and it's the one that says with a touch of Philadelphia cream cheese for extra creaminess. Okay, let's try it. So it's just a little bit in the middle. You dancing over there? Come on, sing.
No.
She sang the Diamonds by Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Not Rihanna, Rihanna. Yeah, she's teaching me how to pronounce that. Okay. Pronounce it. Don't be... She's making fun of how I talk.
Did you just flick cheese at me?
Yeah, that's what you get for messing with me. Okay, there you go. So, here we go. So we have... I think, Samir, can you put the camera down a little bit?
Yeah, I can.
Can you guys see what's going on? No, like tilt it down. Okay, so we have one side with mozzarella cheese.
Is that
And
too
then-
much?
Hold on, let me just move all of this. One side with mozzarella cheese and one side with just the pine nuts. I'm gonna stick it in the oven for a little bit and I'll show you how it looks at the end. So the oven, I have it on convection bake at 350. And like I said, we're just putting it just enough for it to, for the cheese to melt. And it should be ready in like 5 minutes. So while that is getting ready, what did you do there? So I want to remind you guys about the cake decorating classes for adults that I'm offering the weekend before Christmas. I have classes on Friday night at 5:30 and 7:30, and I also have classes on Saturday at 5 p.m. So if you haven't signed up and you're still interested, please let me know, because I'm taking just a few and then I'm stopping, because I want to be able to go around and spend time with each attendee and making sure that you guys are getting something from the classes. For kids classes, I still have openings. I have a couple openings on the Thursday classes, and I have openings on Saturday. Friday classes are not available anymore. I will let you guys know why. I do have the adults classes at 5:30, but during the day I'm not offering the kids classes, and I will let you know later. So if any of you is still interested, the ages that I'm taking for the cupcake holiday, it's called Holiday Cupcake Decorating classes. They start at 5 years old. I have also a class just for teenagers, and that one is on Saturday at 2 p.m. I believe. I will post more information later. So if you're interested, please let me know. Like I said, I'm taking just a few and then I'm gonna stop. We're gonna see how these go. If it's something successful and you guys like it and enjoy it, then it's something that I might start offering more often, maybe once every 2 weeks, or we'll work it out. So these are gonna take place here in Harker Heights at the Home Builders Association on Thursday and Friday. Saturday is to be decided. Most likely it's gonna be at the bakery. After that, we're gonna start doing them in Temple, at the new bakery in Temple. So like I said, if any of you are interested, let me know. It's gonna be so much fun. We're doing, for the kids, we're doing 4 different designs of holiday decorations, and for the adults we are doing a 6-inch cake that we're gonna decorate also in a holiday theme, and you guys are also gonna decorate 2 cupcakes that will go with the theme. So there's gonna be a lot of buttercream involved, a lot of coloring, piping. It's gonna be fun. Of course, I am gonna have some of you that are gonna get frustrated, but no frustration here. I'm not gonna allow that, because me, myself, I was really, really frustrated when I first started decorating cake. And if I can do it, any of you can do it. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, so let me know. Like I said, I will post more information after this. Let me check on my spaghetti and come back to you guys, okay? Oh, that looks so good. I don't even think that took 5 minutes. So,
That was like 3 minutes.
ta-da! There you have it. So spaghetti nests, very easy, delicious. They look like you spent half your day making them, which you didn't. And it is ready. Let me serve it in a plate so you guys see kind of how it looks too. You're hungry now? So now Zaina's hungry. Now she comes out and she's like, I'm hungry. Are you gonna sing?
No.
No singing.
No.
No singing. Okay. So here we go. Let's just clean it up a little bit. If you want to dress it up, I forgot to bring mint from outside, but there you have it. Like I said, simple and delicious. Let me see, right there. I'll take a better picture of it with a little more garnish on the plate. And other than that, bon appetit. You guys have a very nice Sunday. Don't be making fun of me. I swear, I'm gonna kick her behind when we finish. I'm not gonna do it on camera, okay? Because then you guys can see what I did. So, see? Now she's hugging me. Oh, she's so bad. She is so bad. Oh, look. They're gonna taste it here, okay?
He has a fork
Hold
and
on.
knife.
I'm gonna show you guys what they're doing.
His hand is in the way.
They couldn't resist. And
Hey, man.
what are you doing? Oh, he ruined my nest.
Order for one, please.
He messed up my nest. Look at that.
Hey, why'd you
The
put
nest
the fork
is gone.
in?
That's it? Are you gonna eat it?
I will.
Okay, put it up. Hello, well, other than that, you guys have a very nice evening. And if you make it, please let me know what you think about it. And good night. See you all next time. Hopefully next Sunday. Or in the week. I don't know. I'll let you guys know.
Okay, bye.
Good night. Bye.